Hey everyone, this is Larry with Today I Feel Like. I've been using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 since, well, it came out a few weeks ago and I really love this little camera. And today I wanted to show you how you can set it up to use it as a studio camera. So if you happen to be in the studio like I am right now, where everything is lit up and it's all pretty much artificial lighting, then you want to have some manual controls over your camera. And I'm going to show you how to get everything set up so it looks good and sounds good. So let's jump into it, and here we go. All right, before we get started here, let's go ahead and take a quick look at my in-home studio setup so we can see what we're working with today. And I have two of my main lights here that are 60-watt cob lights or just single chip LED lights. They're in soft boxes with grids on them, so it helps control the spill. I also have two LED panels that are RGB, and these are used to light my background here, so I can have the background whatever color that I want. And I have a little LED light off to the side that I use to just fill in some of the shadows that may be on my face here. So yeah, all right. Now my lights that are lighting me are all set to 5600 Kelvin, or what is traditionally thought of as the color temperature of daylight. And so let's go ahead and make the adjustments for my camera that will work with this studio setup as far as brightness and color temperature and everything else. And then we'll see how it looks. All right, first off, this is what the video looks like coming from the Osmo Pocket 3 just in straight auto mode. So if I just turn it on in my studio here, this is what it looks like in straight auto mode. And I have to say, it doesn't actually look bad. It's doing a really pretty decent job of exposing me, exposing the scene and everything. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the pro settings set up, and then we'll take a look at how the scene looks afterwards. All right, first things first, from the right side of the screen, we're gonna go ahead and swipe over. And from here, you're gonna see where it says Pro. We're gonna go ahead and click on Pro, and that's going to put us into Pro mode so we can really just adjust our settings the way we want to. So now we're gonna go ahead to where it says Exposure and click that. And you can see right now it's on auto, and you can make some adjustments in auto and Pro mode. But what we wanna do is click the M for manual, and that's gonna put us into manual mode. And now what we want to do is make an adjustment for our shutter speed and our ISO. So basically you want your shutter speed to be double whatever your frame rate is. So I'm going to be shooting at 24 frames a second. They don't have 1/48th of a second, so I'm just going to leave it at 50th because that's the closest that they have there. Now, if you're shooting at 30 frames a second, you want to set it at 60 so that you're double your frame rate. So I'm gonna leave mine at 50th of a second there. Now for your ISO, that's gonna depend on your lighting, so the intensity of your lighting. I'm gonna go ahead and set mine for about 400 because I believe that's where with my light setup here in the studio. So I'm gonna go ahead and click confirm there. And now where it says white balance, right now you can see it's on auto white balance. So I'm gonna click that. I wanna again move this over to manual, so I'll click the M. And now I'm going to go ahead and change this and put this at 5600 Kelvin. There we go. So that way it's going to match the color temperature of my lights. So I'm going to click confirm, and we'll do that. There we go. And now these other settings here, you can pretty much leave these alone for the most part. You can see where it says glamour effects. That's off. I don't really want those on. Where it says color, normal, I'm going to leave that there. Now, if you want to shoot in log or an HLG, you can by just tapping on there. I'm going to leave it in the normal color space because that's what I want to shoot. Now, as far as the focusing mode, you can go ahead and change this as well. If you're just going to do a talking head and you want to just have it on single spot, just single, you can. It'll lock in your focus based on, I believe, when you hit the shutter button. You can also do product mode showcase, so it'll actually focus on whatever's closest to the camera. So if you're doing a product review or something, that could be very helpful. But I like to leave mine on continuous right here. This one seems to work really nicely. Sometimes I have trouble getting the thing to go onto the proper setting there. So, but there we go. I generally like to leave mine on continuous. That usually looks pretty good. So I'll hit confirm. And now the other settings here, you can leave them. This adjustment there, you can leave it on default, or if you want to, you can go to custom and you can reduce some of the noise reduction or sharpness. I just leave mine on default there because I think the image looks pretty good. All right, there we go. We have that set up. And now all we need to do is simply go ahead and set this up on a tripod and put it in the place where my camera normally is, and we'll see how it looks. All right, so here we are now with my Pro Mode studio settings here. And yeah, I have to say, I think it looks pretty good. Now, I did have to actually go into the settings again and lower the ISO because I had it at 400 and I thought it was a little bit too bright. And I did drop it down to 100, but then I thought it was a little bit too dark. So I put it at 200. It seems to be the sweet spot for me here. Now, one cool thing about this is once you have all of your settings dialed in, you can go ahead and swipe down on the screen and go over to the little icon that looks like a person, tap that, and then you'll have the option to save it as a custom setting. That way you don't have to worry about continually dialing in your settings every time you want to shoot in your studio. So when you want to go into your studio settings from that point, you just click on the icon in the lower left-hand corner of your screen and you'll see your custom settings there along with all of your other settings like video and time-lapse and everything else. You can just select the one that you have for your studio and start shooting quick and easy. So now that we actually have our video settings dialed in, let's go ahead and actually connect my, my boom mic to the camera. Right now I'm using the wireless mic that came with the Creator Combo, and this works really, really nicely, and this may be all that you need. But if you want to use your shotgun mic, or maybe you have a USB mic that you normally use, let me show you how you can get that connected. Okay, now I went ahead and connected my shotgun mic to the camera, and I was able to do so using a cable like this Comica cable. This is a Comica CVM XLR UC cable. It's 6 meters, and this allows you to go from an XLR connection to a USB-C connection. So I was able to connect the microphone directly into my camera, which is very, very convenient. So now, the thing is, when I connected this, it seemed like it was pretty hot because my levels on the camera were really going into the red. So in order to adjust your settings, you just need to swipe down, or excuse me, swipe over from the left on your camera, go back over to where your pro settings are, and then click your microphone instead of your video settings, go into your audio settings, and then you can go ahead and raise or lower the gain so that you get the right levels that you need for your audio. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, and you can do that with really any microphone that you connect to this camera. So right now, I have my custom video settings. I have my audio plugged in. I'm using my overhead shotgun mic that's boomed. And what do you think? All right, everyone. Well, there you have it. That is how you can turn your DJI Osmo Pocket 3 into a studio camera so that you have the video and audio settings that you need to get the look that you want and get great sound using the microphones that you want. Now, the only sort of hiccup or caveat with the microphones is you're going to have to make sure to use powered microphones because this little camera is not going to provide you phantom power. So if you plug in, say, an NTG 3 or something that takes power, or it takes phantom power, it's not going to work here. So you're going to have to go ahead and use a powered microphone. Other than that, it's really just a nice small setup that allows you to get the work done that you want to get done. So yeah, all right, I'll leave links to everything down below in the video description so that you can check everything out. I'll also leave links to my Amazon page and my social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope this video helped somebody out there, and I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel. And follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.